Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Boss with Aeroica. This is the second in the series for the Haunted Halls Dungeons walkthrough. In the last video we did Scary or Easy. In this particular one we're going to go ahead and go with Frightful or Moderate. As I mentioned in my previous video, and according to the information that's on the splash screen, these dungeons will scale with your group, so there is no concern needed that because mine might be higher or yours than yours, or vice versa, that you're going to encounter an easier time or a harder time. They will be moderate based on your level of troops, and of course the composition that you take to some degree. In any case, we have all water-based enemies that are going to be in here. I've already received the token. We have two different kinds of evos which will be available for a possible drop. I never seem to have good luck with those. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's my composition, and again, your preference to give this a try for whatever you feel most comfortable with. Sometimes I've seen people do things with a composition that you wouldn't think would work, and for whatever reason, because they know that composition so well, they're able to make it function properly. 4 platforms to get through here. So here you see that I'm level 39, and these are going to be level 40-ish in that ballpark. So it appears to me that moderate is going to be equal to or slightly under your particular group. So I'm just going to throw this on auto. There are a couple of these that don't really have too much of an issue with throwing it on auto. Some of these guys are armored up pretty well, and I could make this go a little bit faster using some of the attacks. And we can do that. I may do that as we encounter, because there is a little mini boss just before the actual boss here. But I personally, if I can make the game work for me, I will. And I gotta be honest with you, I think this is probably one of the neatest features in the game, is the ability to throw this on to auto. Although if you're not careful and you're not watching, so here it could turn out to bite you in the butt. Anyway, here's sort of a mini boss, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't really have too much difficulty with these guys. I'll just send my rogue. In this case, she one-shots him, and then we'll go for this armored guy, which is going to take a little more work, but shouldn't be too posing of a challenge here. And nope, not going to do that. We'll throw this back on auto. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And so almost at the boss. We're at the 3rd platform now. And again, you see the levels are pretty much all in the area. So easy was probably about maybe a level or 2 below for sure. Now we're seeing some mobs that are on par with or at or about the actual level. And I'm going to theorize, actually I've seen it, that the levels on the next one, hard mode, are going to be above to a certain degree. So, final set of little mobs here before we get to the actual boss. So not overall difficult. I think moderate is the correct definition for this. Nothing too alarming. I mean, I haven't even really lost any health, and these guards aren't hitting too hard. They're more armored annoying, if I had to put a word to it. So not a big deal. Alright, here we go. A little bit of hammers, that's good. And we'll move on to the actual boss fight. Now, my personal preference for this, and of course you can do what you want, is I save the Echo-looking guy, the water version of Echo here, for the last. So I will go ahead and take out these armored guys first. And it is just simply a preference for me that I like to do that. These guys just take a little more of a beating to get down, and the other Echo version is kind of slow. And of course here we get the taunt to protect him. So we will just... That is not technically what I wanted to hit, but it's okay. I'll take the buff from it. I wanted the other one. We'll get that guy one-shotted. Almost one-shotted. And now we can go on to this guy. So this guy is part of a quest, and if you kill him, I want to say 5 times, you'll end up with... I'm sorry. Every time you kill him, it adds up towards a quest, where if you kill him 5 times, you'll end up with a token for Echo. So what they've done is they've really incorporated some of the other heroes into this event, so that you have an ability to gain something other than just Zomm. It actually works out in your favor a little bit. And so this is the reason, at least for me, that I put this guy last. My strategy has always been and always will be, and this is coming from years of playing World of Warcraft and other games. And some people don't subscribe to this, but I prefer to take out the weakest things first, and I do that because it is less damage against you. If that prevents them, if right now it's a 4-to-1 turn ratio for us, and so I have a better advantage, not only because I'm outnumbering him, but I'm able to put more damage down, more DPS on this guy over the course of the fight. Had I started with this guy first, I would have been contending with the other two little armored guys throughout this fight and taken more damage. Now, would I have been able to survive it? More than likely, but I like to practice the strategy in all cases. It just saves me a lot of hassle. And so here he is, and you watch carefully, you'll see the little flash, spooky cauldrons, 4 out of 5 corridors rather. And that will give me, I have to kill him one more time, and I'll be able to go to my quest log and get a token towards Echo. So in any case, that's it. As I like to remind in my videos, especially when they seem to be, and there's my reward, Dungeon Defiler for something else. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, I just wanted to caution you that it seems to be that the maximum amount of XP potions you can have is 999 of any particular kind. So as these are coming out in packs of 20, and sometimes in that neighborhood, maybe a little bit more in some cases, make sure that you're not reaching that cap, and then these are just, you're not going to get them. They're just going to fall off, and you won't be able to collect them any further beyond that number. So keep that in mind. And then we'll go and take a look at these quests here real quick. That has nothing to do with what I was talking about. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that's helpful for you as you go through these. Please look out for the other videos that will come up in succession regarding this. I have yet to put down a 3-star on the insane one, and I've tried it already, and it's not been very successful. So gotten close, but there's some pretty weird stuff going on there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully we'll get some more videos out for you soon. Thanks for watching.